Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Tribe Forex Power Hour. Marcello here, and I'm here with Nino, a Pro FX trader. Today is March 31st, 2014. Sorry, 2014. We're going to do today what we've done for years, which is analysis of the markets and evaluation of our strategies, which are based upon our biases, which we find on the daily chart. So let's go ahead and get started here. First up, Nino, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Guys, Nino has a FX trade room right here at tribeforex.com. Whoever is on the site, which is free, by the way, it is a free membership site, gets to be a part of his sessions for the time being. So absolutely get in there Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 to 3 a.m. Eastern Time, and then again at 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time as well. So what's our formula for success, guys? After 5 p.m., anytime after 5 p.m., we will find our bias for the day based upon the previous day's candle, or candles, I should say. That's when we find our bias. What is bias? Bias is the probability that price will either be a buy, will go up, or it will sell. Okay, give us a sell bias, okay, which means that price actually goes down on that particular currency pair. When we find the bias, there are two ways that we execute our trades. Number one, we can take a set and forget it trade, meaning that we set it at for the time. Either we take a limit order, or we take a stop order, or we get into the market, a market order, or we simply just day trade in the direction of our biases using our pods for bigger profits. Now that's exactly what Nino will be doing in the live trade room. So if you want to make more money, you want to be able to leverage much better, you can take a 1% trade and potentially make 10%. And I've seen them do that. We've had 10%, 10 pip trades that run off for 85 and 100 pips before in that trade room. So if you're on board for that, absolutely go to the Tribe Forex site, make yourself available 1 to 3 a.m. Eastern Time for the European session, and then again at 8 to 10 a.m. For the New York session. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts really quickly, guys. I am a little late with this broadcast. I apologize for that, primarily because I just had a lot going on today, so my apologies for that. But we are ready to rock here, and so I'm going to give you the biases. Hopefully they will do as they have done historically, which is they will have, some validity here. So we've technically had about 85 to 90% accuracy as far as our biases are concerned. So that is something that I'm sure that most of you can be on board for. Okay, so euro dollar right now we have 1, 2, 3 bars within each other. We're looking for consolidation. So when you get on the call, be more than likely you will be looking for some form of a consolidation. He's probably going to be selling the highs or the lows. This is exactly where we're at right now. We have a swing high here. We have got another swing high actually right here, which we do touch, and then we have another one here. Price may come through it, but we're looking at right around 138.00 for price to turn right back around and sell off most likely and get back down to the bottom. So he's going to play consolidation. You just got to look to see where the market is at that particular moment, okay? And that is our euro dollar. So it's going to be a what we call a consolidation bias, which means that we're playing the range in between. Nino's very good at that. So go to the website and get on that, okay? Right now, guys, looking at this dollar Swiss, although there's generally a negative correlation with the euro dollar, I'm going to tell you that it looks like a sell for us. We have 50 EMA. We've got reversal candle, a doji right on this area. It could either be more of a sell bias here, but actually, after looking at it again, we are in a consolidation here on the dollar Swiss as well. So if we look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars within each other, this is definitely looking like a consolidation bias. So once again, this dollar Swiss is in consolidation. If we see price go back up, hit the 88.74 mark, right, and that's what it does first, then we're going to be looking for a sell-off here on the dollar Swiss. What's our area of consolidation on the low side, on the support side? Are we going to support that? That's a good question. Haven't considered it quite yet. But this is one way we can look at it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars which support this trend line, okay, which would provide support at 87.91. Now that's quite a bit away. That's 50 pips away from where we are right now. So more likely than not, we're looking for us to get to 88.74 above and sell off, or 87.88, 87.90, and then move up. Okay, that's one way to look at one way to play this thing. There's also another way to play this thing. We can look at some form of a consolidation bias across here, based upon areas of support. We have 88.22. That may also be an area of support. It's the previous day's low. It's also a previous low here, and we've got plenty of lows in that vicinity. This one being at, if I can get it, oops, at 88.31. So in the 88.20 to 88.30 range, that's when we have a good amount of consolidation here. Now the major area of consolidation is right below it, and that also is about 8800. So if we were to get down there, you'd want to look for support at that area for sure, because that is where we had a prominent swing low. Okay, so it's that, and then I'm going to draw it here as well, right under where we are. So 88.42 or 89, yeah, 88.42. That's an area of support that we've got to consider somehow as well. All right, so both of these are in consolidation. Euro dollar in consolidation, dollar Swiss in consolidation. Let's look at the pound dollar. Now the pound dollar has had 6 days of up move. We've had a move up on the pound dollar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're abutting this area 61.8, and we also have an old trend line. So it's not as relevant as it was before, but we find that the market has a good memory. So be looking for price to potentially, play around at this 166, really 166.80, 1.6680 mark on the pound dollar. We could be looking for some form of resistance and potentially a sell, but this does look like consolidation for us, believe it or not. And you're going to say, why? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3 bars that have high, lows, and close within each other, and there's quite a bit of movement in here. Not really clear as far as what price wants to do here. Now, if we do see price move above 61.8, look for a turnaround, even if it's late in the session, at 1.6741, because that's where it's going to come from, because that is our prominent, right off our prominent swing highs and our prominent trend line. Will come from about 167.41. So if price does break through and really continue to move up, look for a sell at 167.41. That is what I'm looking for there. Euro yen, we're going to be looking for a sell. We have a buy, basically bias where we're at from 142.00 to about 142.80. Now about 142.80, you're going to be looking for a sell off there as well. Okay. We're in a big consolidation here on the pound yen, on the euro yen, on all of the currency pairs really. We're going to be looking for the same thing. Buy bias here in the pound yen until we hit about 173.12. If you get this late, then 173.12 may be a very good place for you to look for a sell. Okay, because we're still well within consolidation. We haven't quite reached the apex as of yet. Aussie dollar continues its ascent. We did have a reversal candle right there. A nice little but a continuation to the move up and a confirmation so far that price wants to move up. Now we do have consolidation, 1, 2, 3 bars within each other, but this can be a pause unless we see a major pullback here on the Aussie dollar. It looks like it's going to continue to move up. New Zealand's also in consolidation, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, just as we saw on the Aussie dollar, but in a different pattern here. And so we're in consolidation here on the New Zealand dollar. Now, very clear signal. We have a channel here on the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD has been channeling since the beginning of the year. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major touches here on the bottom side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major touches on the top side, and you can see that we're touching a 50 EMA, and we've got 2 bars here that have closed above that 50 EMA, and not just that, but we also have that trend line below. This is for us signifying from a technical standpoint that we have a clear buy here, and so I would probably try to play a little bit with the dollar CAD because I think there's a good opportunity there for a buy. So we'll just have to wait and see where price goes with that, but I really do see a potential for a buy. That's probably one of our stronger signals today based upon the technicals. You can look at it yourself. I'm sure that it looks appealing to you if you're looking at what I'm looking at. All right, so the dollar yen is actually breaking through and breaking out. It just closed above our trend line here at 103.18 and also closed above 50% fib area. And it bounced down and it just touched the trend line, touched that 50% fib area, and it looks like it's going to be moving up on the dollar yen. Our next stopping point as far as that's concerned looks like it's going to be about 103.50. No, I'm sorry, 103.60. 103.60 to 103.70. So look out for that. All right, guys, I think that pretty much does it for us tonight. Good luck in the trade room. Good luck with your own trading. I'm going to be looking for sell points. If you've gotten this late, then you may be able to find some points to sell off at on these currency pairs. And if they do remain in consolidation, there's a good chance for a lot of money on the way down back into this consolidation. For instance, on this dollar, well, let's not look at the dollar yen, for instance. Let's look at the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD's a good example of one. If this dollar CAD moves from where it is to back to the top of that channel, we're looking at about 260 pips on the dollar CAD. That's not bad. That's very, very good, actually. And if you look at, let's say, for instance, let's look at this pound yen. Pound yen, for instance, as well, good opportunities there, because if it does bounce off the top here, we're still not quite at the apex. We're close, but we're not quite there. If we get a bounce of 173.00, we can take price back down 340 pips here and potentially get to that mark. It may take a few days, but we can see a lot of movement there on the pound yen and really get that 340 pips. So look at those areas of support and resistance that I've been talking to you about, because they will come back up. And when they do hit, they hit in a major way. And if you are in the trade room at the time that those opportunities do present themselves, then you can stand to take a 10-pip trade and potentially have a 350-pip run. You know, that is a major potential profit if you hold on to that trade, move it to break even, and really run with it. But if you want to know more about that, talk to Nino. He'll be in the trade room tonight. Guys, we're out of here. All the best. We'll see you in the next trading session or in the next edition of the Tribe Forex Power Hour. All the best. Happy trading. Bye-bye.